Okay, Miss Karen, are we ready?
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready. Good afternoon. And welcome to the 45th Annual Cindy Klein Memorial Handbell Choir Christmas Concert. My name is Nancy Blitz, and I have the honor of being your MC this afternoon. It's hard to believe that we've been doing concerts for 45 years. You'll find that this year's concert is mostly music, children's Christmas music. And about midway through our concert, our director, Karen Condi, wave your hand, Karen. She was the one with the tremendous glasses on. Karen will try and answer any questions that you may have about handbells or about the choir. Most of our players play 2 to 4 bells. However, we have some very multi-talented individuals among us, and Sarah and Lisa can double bell. So they have a few more. Nathan and Michael, raise your hands, are also covering additional bells. Finally, I would like to direct your attention to the screen occasionally for pictures that we think you will enjoy. So let's get this party started. Our first piece was going to be Jingle Bell Rock, but the choir asked that the schedule be changed. This is our one non-Christmas piece that we're going to play. We always have one of those. This is a piece that I think the choir tolerates for Karen, because she likes it. Pirates of the Caribbean.
You say that now, just wait.
Thank you, choir. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is next. Johnny Marks adapted the story of Rudolph into a song. Gene Autry's recording of the song hit #1 in the Billboard Pop Singles chart the week of Christmas, 1949. Autry's recording sold 2.5 million copies the first year, eventually selling a total of 25 million, and it remained the second best-selling record of all times until the 1980s. So let's listen to Rudolph. Aren't those red noses a great touch? Frosty the Snowman is a popular winter song written by Walter Jack Rollins and Steve Nelson and was first recorded by Gene Autry and the Cass County Boys in 1950, and then it was later recorded by Jimmy Durante in that same year. It was written after the success of Gene Autry's recording of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer the previous year. Rollins and Nelson, the authors, shopped the new song to Autry, who, after recording Frosty, was in search of another seasonal hit. Like Rudolph, Frosty was subsequently adapted to another media, including a popular television special. So let's hear Frosty.
Strike one.
did it.
ending.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes? Okay. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is a song written in 1943 by Hugh Martin and Ralph Blaine and introduced by Judy Garland in the 1944 MGM musical Meet Me in St. Louis. Frank Sinatra later recorded a version with modified lyrics. In 2007, ASCAP ranked Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas the third most performed Christmas song during the preceding 5 years that had been written by ASCAP members. In 2004, it finished at number 76 in AFI's 100 Years, 100 Songs rankings of the top tunes in North American cinema. This next number is one of my very favorites for Christmas. There's a story about the night that Jesus was born that doesn't appear in the Bible. It comes from a song that was written by Catherine Davis, Harry Honorati, and Harry Simone. It tells about a little boy who comes to see the baby Jesus, but he's upset because he doesn't have a gift to give. He thinks about it and then realizes he does have something he can share. So he plays a song for Jesus on his drum. This arrangement of the song includes the hand drum and a triangle, and is, of course, the Little Drummer Boy. People are always asking about the weight of the bells. The little ones weigh in at only a few ounces, but the big ones can weigh up to 8 pounds. It is a good workout for our folks. The bells are made out of a brass alloy. Purchase of new bells and repair of existing ones can be costly, of course. The next piece is, do you hear what I hear? Beautiful. Great job, y'all. Our music looks like piano music. I should note at this time that music is extremely expensive. One copy can cost $5 to $10, and we buy 14 copies, so do the math. At this time, you're in a church, and what do we do in church? We pass the plate. We're going to have a few of our bell choir members pass a plate to take a free will offering to help offset some of the expenses if you feel so moved to help us. While they are passing the plate, our director, Karen Condi, will field a few questions about the bells and about the choir. If your pockets are empty but you really want to help, there's a device in the narthex, a giving kiosk that is also available to make donations. Okay, so Karen, are you ready for their questions?
Yes, I'm ready. Yes, sir.
Little drummer boy. Who was the little drummer boy?
Oh, Lisa, up at the top.
I only had like 12 notes in the whole song, so I got to be the drummer.
Go ahead, ask me anything.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Who was Cindy Klein?
Cindy Klein was, they were members of this church, and she was a daughter of the Klein and Conrad family, and she was killed tragically in a dune buggy accident in Mexico. And where's Bob? Bob, raise your hand back there. That's her brother.
And our pastor.
And he's our pastor. And we have, at that time, a bell choir came through, and the family wanted to purchase the bells, so they purchased the first 2 octaves of bells and named them in honor of Cindy Klein. And that's her picture up there. And we actually have, for the first time ever, a Klein playing in the bell choir. Where is he? Back there. John, raise your hand. He is Cindy's nephew. Did I get that right? Yes. Cindy would be his aunt. The Klein and Conrad were longtime members of this congregation. 78. Linda Irick did not start out as the director. The lady who started, her name was Betty Price, and Linda and I were players, and she and I did training choirs, and then Betty left, and Linda took over Cindy Klein, and then eventually I took over Cindy Klein. Much to, and yeah. I was only 2. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Bells belong to like the church or?
The bells belong to the church. Yes, they do.
Okay.
We actually have 5 octaves now, and then we have 3 more octaves that we purchased from Gila Mountain United Methodist Church. Is anybody here from Gila Mountain? They purchased bells years ago, and then nobody was playing, and at some point, Neil Leftwich, who was their pastor, called and said, "Do you want to buy them?" And we came up with the money, and we took them, and which is kind of handy because like Stephanie and Helen have 2 of the same we've gotten older. And carrying all that stuff out there it's quite exhausting. And I have a tendency to sit in a chair and say, over there, and that's not fair. And we're not as young as we used to be, like I said. But we haven't been asked. Yes, sir.
How many cases do you have?
We have 6 cases, 7 cases.
Plus all the stuff.
And they used to be like suitcases, and they, oh man, they were heavy. And putting them in the cars that we took. Then they came up with the rollers, like they do. And I'm telling you, they saved us. The rollers, they save us now. So,
And all the foam has to go too.
And the
All
stands,
phones.
and the music.
we have 4 inches of foam, and the drapes, and the books, and the mallets, and it's a lot to carry. It takes 2 or 3 cars to pack all the stuff in it to go places. And if it's not easily accessible, forget it. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to carry them in and out. Did I answer all the questions? No.
Where do you go to learn how to?
Great question.
Let's see, I've been doing it 45 years, I'm still learning. When they first came, we went to a lot of festivals, the Bells, and we went to ASU had festivals, and we went up there, and we learned so many things that we were doing wrong, that I just couldn't, we were doing this thing where we would count how many bells that they'd play, so that you might play the G6 and the C4 because it would be evenly placed. And someone said, oh, don't do that. Play them, chromatically. And we went, oh, what a good idea. And I mean, we're not musicians. Why didn't we think that? So then we had them all set up chromatically, and somebody at some festival we were at said, you're backwards. I said, what? And I went, oh my God. The piano, see, oh my God. But we learned a lot those first 10 years, a lot. And it just, I went to classes on learning how to double bell so I could teach them. Lisa, when she came, she knew how to double bell, which helped.
From Wisconsin.
Nathan came from, he learned in high school. Several of them knew how to play before they got here, which helps.
Karen, let me ask a question. Are you accepting new bell choir members?
Absolutely. See me if you want to play. Marilyn Young used to say, if you pass the mirror test, that means can you breathe? But yes, if you would have an interest in it, please see me. Is that it? I don't see any more hands.
The one in the back, in the way in the back.
Way in the back.
Yes, sir. Once a month.
We play usually on the second Sunday.
And we rehearse every Thursday if you want to come join us.
And our service is at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Okay, other questions? Then let me introduce this stellar group of choir members. Mrs. Sarah Akins, one of our double belt players, Lisa Ramelt, and her husband, Robert Ramelt, both from Wisconsin. Annette Hengel, and Jonathan Klein from the famous Klein family. Katie Fuchs, Stephanie Foz, who is also our choir director at Trinity. And are we also looking for new members in our choir? Absolutely. Okay, I thought so. Helen Franklin, Nathan Gifford, Michael Fuchs. How many pounds does that one weigh, Michael? A ton, right? Yeah. And our esteemed director, Karen Condi. A round of applause. And we introduced Bob earlier, but back on the soundboard is our pastor, Bob Klein, brother to Cindy Klein, and father to Jonathan Klein. I guess it's time to get back on task. The year is 1940. White Christmas is the song. The version sung by Bing Crosby in 1942 was the world's best-selling single with an estimated worldwide sale of over 100 million copies. The song was never expected to be such a hit, but when Pearl Harbor happened, Bing sang the song over the Armed Forces Network, and as they say, the rest is history. At one time, White Christmas was the most recorded song ever. Angels We Have Heard on High is a Christmas carol to the hymn tune Gloria from a French song of unknown origin called Les Anges dans nos campagnes. And I listened 17 times to the Google pronunciation of that today. Les Anges dans nos campagnes. It has paraphrased English lyrics by James Chadwick. The song's subject is the birth of Jesus Christ, as narrated in the Gospel of Luke. Specifically, the scene outside Bethlehem, in which shepherds encounter a multitude of angels singing and praising the newborn child. What you will also notice in this piece, as you've noticed in several previous pieces, is how Sarah and Lisa play two bells in hand. It is definitely a talent. And now, Gloria. Sing We Now of Christmas, or Now the Green Blade Riseth, whichever title you prefer. We play this piece a lot. The players change, but the song lives on. That was awesome. We would like to thank Mr. Rammelt up here for this next piece. However, my friend Sarah would like to burn it. You can try to sing along if you'd like, but be forewarned that it changes keys and does some other tricky things too. Holly Jolly Christmas is a children's favorite, although maybe not this choir's.
So anybody heard any good jokes? What do you call the dog that does magic? A labracadabrador. Are we ready to go now? I got more.
Why did Santa go to the podiatrist? Because he had mistletoes. Mistletoes.
Okay. Are we ready?
am dizzy having watched Sarah rearrange her bells at least 7 times. No wonder it's not your favorite. Okay, great job, you guys. Well, to wrap up today's concert, the number that originally was going to be the first piece is now our finale, Jingle Bell Rock. Nope, I skipped it. Nope.
We have one more after this.
Which one?
We have an encore.
We have an encore, yes, this will be our last song.
Okay. Okay. It is not in my script. I am terribly sorry. Karen, to you. What are we doing?
Jingle Bell Rock, and then we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, and then we wish you a Merry Christmas. Okay. All righty. My error. Come back tomorrow and I'll have it right. So we're going to hear one more.
Yes,
Okay.
it's fast.
It's fast. Okay.
So we can get the.
Once this one is over, we would ask for you to let the choir exit so that they can say thanks as you exit. And don't forget that we've got cookies and wassail across the hallway there in Morris Hall.